Hello Python programmers. So in this video, I'm going to show you that how you can create a diagram flowchart using Python. Now, first of all, let me show you a sample output. So this is the kind of a flowchart that we'll be creating. Here you can see. So yep, let's see what are the external packages that we need to install. So we need only one external package, which is called diagrams. So just open the command prompt and write pip install diagrams and press enter. This package will be installed for you. For me this is already installed, so let's go to our editor so that we can simply write our code. Okay, so now we are into our editor. So first of all, let's import our diagrams library and all of its component required. Okay, so now we have imported the required libraries and its component. Now I'm pretty sure that you're confused that what are these ECS and ELB router 53, what are all these terms? So first of all, let me take some time and take you to the GitHub repository of this diagram package. So simply write diagrams python py. Okay, so we are at the py of diagrams. Now go to the repository, and here you can see that this is the repository of this py. Now all these are the symbolic representation of a specific element. Like this aws.database represents the database, aws.network represents the network, and if we look at our image, here you can see these are the components. This looks like a database, this looks like a network. So we are just simply using these terms to specify that we want an icon or an image for a database or for a network or anything that you want. Now let me show you that how you can find out all the icons and all the components. So just go to the GitHub repository where this, okay, so yeah, here you can see that this is the GitHub repository. If you go to this diagrams folder, here you can see these are all the packages. If now let me open the editor also in the site. Here you can see. Okay, so let me minimize this also, and okay, so I guess both of them, both. Okay, so just a second, let me position them.
One eternity later.
Okay, so here you can see. So let's see where is diagrams.aws.compute. Okay, so we are inside diagrams folder. Let's go inside the AWS folder. Okay, and let's go inside the compute Python file. Okay, so we are loading this Python file. Where is this compute file? Let me find this out. Okay, so here you can see that this is the compute file. Now if you scroll down, here you can see that ECS ECS is for this class. Okay, and this is for Elastic Container Service, and let's see where is Elastic Container Service class. And yeah, here is Elastic Container Service class, and it loads this Elastic Container Service .png. Now where are all these png files? This is the question that you must be thinking. Now just go back to the diagrams folder, to the very initial folder, and okay, so I guess we came to the very start. Just a second. No, we are here only. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to resources, and then here you can find all the images, right? Here you can see in compute, and these are all the images, right? So this is how you can find the image or the icon that you want for your flowchart or for your diagram. Okay, so now with this concept being clear, let's go to our program and see that how we can use these icons with these arrows and all the thing to create a meaningful flowchart. Okay, so first of all, let's create the name of this flowchart. Like here you can see we are having cluster web service as the name of this flowchart. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll write with and diagram. Now make sure that you're writing the spellings correctly, because these are the names of classes, functions, and all the libraries. So you have to make sure that you're writing the names correctly. Otherwise you will get an error and you will post the comment and be like your program is wrong. Okay, so don't say that. Then we'll write it here. Let's say I know Python. I know Python is what I want to write here. Okay, and then it accepts another parameter which is show, which means that whether you want the flowchart to be visible after the program is executed. So let's say that we write true here. Okay, so after we run this program, the output will be visible to us. Okay, now let's use the components. So what I'll do is I'll write the code first, then I'll explain you step by step. Okay, so now let me take some time and explain you that what is happening here. So we have created a DNS variable in which this router class is saved. Now I have shown you that how each class is having an image, right? So just below that image, this is for this icon, right? We have to write a text. We are writing DNS here. Okay, same for this lb variable. We are using this elb class, and the text just below this elb is lb, and same here also. Now just pay attention that how these two groups are created. So let's say that you want to create 3 icons on the same level, right? Here you can see that these 3 icons are in the same bubble, or are in the same level service. So with cluster is a collection of uh, items, and the name of the cluster is services, and we have created this svc group. Now just stay for a few seconds and just create the variables name, and I'll show you that how we are organizing them. Okay, and then we are using this ECS class, and the text below them is web1, web2, web3, or whatever you want to write. Now this was for the icons in the same bubble and in the same level. Now what if you want to put the icons in the same bubble but in different levels? Now this is the perfect example for that question. So the name of the cluster is db cluster, and we have created the variable name and then the rd. Okay, and the first level is this db master, and the second is also this db master. Okay, now we have this mem cached. Okay, so now I guess you got the idea of how to create icon and how to provide text just below that icon, and how to create levels and bubble, right? Now how to organize them? How are these arrows created? How are they uh, organized in orders, like who is first, who is second, who is third? How does the program know this? Now this piece of code does exactly that thing. So first is DNS. This is why we have stored them in variable. So first is DNS, then we have LB, then we have SVC group. Yes, this SVC group. Then we have the DB master, these two DB master, and then we have the mem cached. Okay, so here we can see that this SVC group is connected to both the DB master and the mem cached. Here you can see in the image also that this SVC group is connected to this bubble also, and this icon also. Okay, so yep, this was a short introduction of this diagram package. Now if you go to the documentation, just a second, let me go to the documentation. Let's go to the diagrams repository, and I guess there are a lot of examples present here. Now if you go to docs, let's click on get started, examples empty. Now here you can see that there are a lot of examples here. Now just try these examples and simply just practice. Okay, so this is it. This was a short video in which I have tried to explain you that how you can create flowchart diagrams using diagrams library of Python. Okay, so meet in my next lecture. Bye bye.